How important? It is very important. Like I said in the beginning, the objective of the withholding is such that at every point in time, there's resources for the country to run the administration, to run governance, to be able to provide for the citizenry. Because the withholding is like an advanced revenue for governments. Because at the end of the year, the taxpayer is still expected to file his return and pay his taxes. However, at every point of transaction, these companies suffers this deduction, or this withholding is deducted from their income and remits to government, so that on a monthly basis, the state comes to the federal to collect federal allocation at the end of every month. And this, aside all the VAT that is collected by monthly and all of that, so this provides a major source of revenue for government on a monthly basis, or as the time goes. Those who pay withholding tax are those who are limited liability companies, those who are enterprises. But for those who are in employment, who also pay personal income tax, but the aspect of their personal income tax is pay as you earn. Those ones do not suffer withholding. Those who are into employment, you don't suffer any withholding. So it's only for those who are actually into business. Those are the ones that suffer withholding, or those who are providing services, except the service is specifically exempted under the law. For example, medical service. If you are providing a medical service, there is no VAT payable. They don't pay VAT because they are specifically exempted. But for their income tax too, in fact, they are also exempted from paying. But for the withholding, obviously they can suffer withholding, or if anybody is making payments to them, they can deduct withholding from their income. But for those who are in employment, they are exempted from paying any form of withholding at all. They said there are only two things that are certain. They say debts and taxes. Why do we pay tax in the first place? We are paying tax to show that we are also irresponsible citizens or irresponsible businesses. We are major stakeholders in the development of our community, in the development of our state, in the development of our country. Because the only sustainable mode of government revenue is through taxes. Some of us, like Nigeria and other African countries, we are blessed to have natural resources where we still get revenue from those ones. However, in most of the countries of the world, in countries that some of us are even making reference to that are doing well, they live basically on tax. And tax, like they say, is a social responsibility by everyone. If you are in employment, you earn an income, you are expected to pay tax. Pay your fair share of your taxes to the development of the country. The country don't run on water. The country don't run on thin air. The country runs on resources. And what are the resources needed to carry out a lot of developmental agenda? It's money. Where do you get money from? It's through taxes. We are collectively contributing towards development of the country so that the government can be able to provide infrastructure, from roads to electricity to medical line to security and all of that. Yes, we have a lot of challenges in most of these areas that I mentioned. But if we have enough resources to carry out some of these, the government have enough resources to carry out some of these responsibilities. Of recent, it was just in the news that the federal government is constructing a coastal road from Lagos to Calabar. That's a huge project. And We need taxes to be able to carry out such a thing. And of recent, you also see that during the last administration, there were instances where corporate bodies are given the license or responsibility of constructing roads so that they enjoy tax credit at the end of the day, so that they provide some of this infrastructure to develop our nation, so that businesses can thrive and everyone will be happy at the end of the day.